The story opens in the depths of space, where a dying alien ship drifts through the void. Inside, Captain Vex of the peaceful Keth Republic fights to keep his crew alive as their life support systems fail. The Keth are a fragile species, thin, tall beings with translucent skin, who evolved on a gentle world with low gravity and mild weather. Vex's ship carries refugees fleeing from the brutal Grak Empire. The Grak are massive, heavily armored creatures who have been conquering peaceful worlds across their sector of the galaxy. They show no mercy, enslaving or destroying any species they encounter. The Keth ship was damaged in their escape, and now they face certain death in the cold of space. With his last breath of clean air, Vex sends out a desperate SOS signal into the unknown. The message is simple: help us. Coordinates attached. Peaceful species under attack. Anyone who receives this, please help. The signal travels through space for months before it reaches a small blue-green planet in an unremarkable solar system. This world is listed in galactic databases as a Class 12 death world, a planet so dangerous that no civilized species would ever try to live there. The extreme weather, deadly creatures, crushing gravity, and toxic atmosphere make it seem impossible that intelligent life could exist there, but it does. A signal is picked up by Earth's Deep Space Monitoring Station. Dr. Kate Wilson, a quiet scientist working the night shift, stares at her screen in amazement. It's the first confirmed alien signal humanity has ever received. She immediately calls her supervisor, Commander Jack Torres, who rushes to the facility. As they decode the message, Kate and Jack realize they're looking at a cry for help from beings who are dying in space. The coordinates show the alien ship is only 3 days away at maximum speed using humanity's newest faster-than-light drive. Jack contacts Admiral Rosa Martinez at Earth Defense Command. She's a tough woman who has spent her career preparing for the day humanity might encounter aliens. When she sees the message, she makes a quick decision that will change everything. "We're going," she tells her staff. "Prep the ED's Ranger for immediate departure." Her officers worry. Humanity has never made contact with aliens before. They don't know if this is a trap, or if they're walking into a war between alien species. But Martinez is firm. If someone is dying and asking for help, we help. That's what humans do. The story shows the contrast between the fragile, dying Keth and the determined humans who are about to encounter their first aliens. As the Ranger launches from Earth, both species are about to learn that the galaxy is much bigger and more dangerous than either imagined. The human rescue ship Ed's Ranger drops out of faster-than-light travel near the coordinates from the alien message. What they find amazes and horrifies them. The alien vessel is barely holding together, with huge holes torn in its hull and debris floating around it like a metal graveyard. Captain Mike Foster orders his crew to scan for life signs. They detect dozens of weak biosignatures inside the ship. Medical officer Dr. Amy Chun prepares the ship's hospital bay, while engineer Tom Rodriguez figures out how to dock with the strange alien vessel. When the first aliens are brought aboard, the humans are shocked. The Keth are thin and delicate, with large eyes and pale skin that seems almost see-through. Many are injured, and all are weak from breathing poor air for so long. Dr. Chun works frantically to understand their biology and help them breathe properly. Captain Vex is among the survivors. Through a translation device, he tells the humans his people's story. The Keth come from a peaceful world where they lived in harmony for thousands of years. They never developed weapons of war because they never needed them. Their technology focused on art, science, and healing. But then the Grak Empire found them. The Grak are the opposite of the Keth. Massive, aggressive beings covered in thick armor-like skin. They live for conquest and see peaceful species as weak and worthless. They attacked the Keth homeworld without warning, killing millions and enslaving the rest. Vex and his crew were part of a small group that managed to escape, but the Grek ships hunted them through space. His ship was badly damaged in the chase, and they thought they would die alone in the void until the humans found them. As Vex tells his story, the human crew becomes angry. Captain Foster has to calm his people down when they start talking about fighting the Grek, but Foster himself feels the same rage. The idea of a powerful species attacking defenseless people goes against everything humans believe in. Dr. Chun discovers something interesting while treating the Keth. Their homeworld has very low gravity and a mild climate. What the Keth consider normal would seem like paradise to humans, but what humans consider normal would be deadly to the Keth. Earth's gravity alone would crush their fragile bones. Meanwhile, Engineer Rodriguez examines the Keth ship and is amazed by their technology. Their engines are incredibly efficient, and their computers are far more advanced than Earth's. But they have no weapons at all, not even basic defensive systems. Vex explains that the Keth never imagined they would need to fight. In their part of the galaxy, species have lived in peace for generations. The Grek Empire is something new and terrible that has upset the balance of their entire region of space. As the Ranger heads back to Earth with the Keth refugees, Captain Foster sends a detailed report to Earth Defense Command. The message is clear. Humanity has discovered they live in a dangerous galaxy where peaceful species are being destroyed by aggressive empires. Admiral Martinez reads the report with growing concern. She realizes that Earth has been lucky to remain hidden for so long. If the Grek Empire continues to expand, they might eventually find humanity's homeworld. But there's something else in the report that catches her attention. The Keth describe humans as incredibly strong and tough compared to other species they've met. What humans consider normal, Earth's gravity, weather, and living conditions, would be impossible for most aliens to survive. For the first time, humanity begins to understand that they might not be the weak newcomers in a galaxy full of advanced aliens. Instead, they might be something much more dangerous. A species evolved on a world so harsh that it has made them into natural warriors. The stage is set for humanity to learn its true place. In the galaxy. Earth buzzes with activity after the Keth refugees arrive. The alien survivors are housed in a special facility where the gravity is reduced and the air is carefully controlled to match their homeworld's conditions. Dr. Chun works with Keth healers to better understand both species. Biology. The cultural exchange reveals startling differences. The Keth are amazed that humans can survive in Earth's crushing gravity and violent weather. To them, human cities look like fortresses built to withstand constant attack from nature itself. They watch and wonder as humans casually lift objects. That would require machines for a Keth to move, but humans are equally impressed by Keth technology and wisdom. The aliens share advanced medical techniques, clean energy systems, and computer designs that are centuries ahead of human science. More importantly, they share knowledge about the galaxy itself. Captain Vex works with Earth's military leaders to create maps of known space. He shows them the locations of dozens of peaceful species that have fallen to the Grek Empire. Entire civilizations have been wiped out or enslaved. The Keth homeworld, once populated by billions, now holds only a few million survivors working as slaves in Grek factories. Admiral Martinez calls together Earth's top military commanders and scientists. The meeting takes place in a secure facility deep underground. The question before them is simple but massive. What should humanity do? Some argue for caution. Colonel James Wright points out that humanity has barely begun to explore space. They have only a few dozen ships capable of faster-than-light travel, and their weapons are primitive compared to what advanced alien civilizations might possess. But others, led by General Lisa Park, argue for action. "We can't just hide while innocent people are being murdered," she says. "If we don't stop the Grak Empire now, who's to say they won't find Earth eventually?" Dr. Kate Wilson, who first detected the alien signal, presents her analysis of human capabilities compared to other species. Her findings are shocking. Humans appear to be incredibly resilient compared to most aliens. Earth's high gravity has given them strong bones and muscles. The planet's dangerous environment has made them natural problem solvers and fighters. The Keth confirm this assessment. They explain that most civilized species in the galaxy evolved on garden worlds, planets with stable climates, gentle gravity, and few dangerous predators. These peaceful conditions created intelligent but physically fragile species. Earth is different. It's what galactic databases classify as a death world, a planet where survival requires strength, adaptability, and aggression. Most species would consider Earth's conditions impossible to survive. Captain Vex shares intelligence about Grak military tactics. The Grak rely on their natural armor and size to intimidate enemies. Their weapons are powerful but designed for use against fragile opponents. They've never faced resistance from a species as tough as humans appear to be. After days of debate, Admiral Martinez makes the decision that will define humanity's role in the galaxy. She announces the formation of the Galactic Liberation Fleet, a joint human-Keth military force designed to strike back against the Grak Empire. The plan is ambitious but simple. Human ships will provide the muscle and weapons, while Keth technology will give them speed and stealth. The goal is not conquest, but liberation, to free enslaved worlds and protect peaceful species from Grak aggression. Engineer Tom Rodriguez leads the effort to upgrade human ships with Keth technology. The fusion of human engineering with alien science creates vessels unlike anything the galaxy has seen before. They're fast enough to outrun Grak warships, but tough enough to survive direct combat. Meanwhile, General Park begins training human soldiers for combat in space and on alien worlds. The training is brutal, but humans adapt quickly. Their natural endurance and problem-solving skills make them ideal for the challenges of galactic warfare. The Keth refugees watch these preparations with a mixture of hope and amazement. They've never seen a species so willing to fight for others, or so naturally suited for war. To the peaceful Keth, humans seem like legendary warriors from their ancient stories. As the first joint human-Keth ships prepare to launch, both species know they're about to change the galaxy forever. The Grak Empire has ruled through fear and overwhelming force for generations. They're about to discover that they've awakened something they never expected to face, a species of natural warriors who refuse to let innocent people suffer. The war for galactic freedom is about to begin. The Galactic Liberation Fleet launches its first mission 3 months after the Keth refugees arrived on Earth. Their target is Keth Prime, the former homeworld of Captain Vex's people, now a slave world under Grak control. The fleet consists of 12 human ships upgraded with Keth technology. Each vessel carries a mixed crew of humans and Keth. The humans handle combat operations, while the Keth provide technical support and intelligence about enemy positions. Admiral Martinez commands the mission from the flagship EDS Freedom. As they approach the Keth system, long-range sensors detect massive Grak ships orbiting the planet. The enemy vessels are 3 times larger than human ships, with thick armor plating and heavy weapons designed to destroy entire cities. Captain Vex stands beside Martinez on the bridge, his thin frame shaking with emotion as they get their first view of his enslaved homeworld. The once beautiful planet is covered in dark smoke from Grak factories. The Grak have stripped away forests and diverted rivers to feed their industrial machines. The battle begins when Grak patrol ships detect the approaching human fleet. The enemy vessels move slowly, but fire massive energy beams that can punch through a mountain. However, the human ships are much faster, thanks to improved engines based on Keth designs. Commander Sarah Foster, Captain Mike Foster's daughter, leads the first attack wing. Her ships dart between the Grak vessels like angry wasps, firing precisely. Targeted shots at weapon systems and engines. The human strategy is different from what the Grak expect. Instead of trading massive blows, the humans use speed and accuracy to disable enemy ships piece by piece. On the planet's surface, Grak, commanders are confused by the new enemy tactics. For generations, they've fought by simply overpowering their opponents with superior size and firepower. They've never faced an enemy that refused to engage in direct combat. The space battle rages for hours. Human ships take damage, but their crews show remarkable ability to repair systems during combat. Engineer Tom Rodriguez, serving aboard the IDZ Defiance, works miracles keeping damaged ships fighting even when they should be disabled. The turning point comes when Captain Foster's wing discovers a weakness in Grak ship design. The massive vessels have powerful shields, but the shield generators are located on the outside of the hull where they can be easily cooled. A few precise shots can disable a Grak ship's entire defensive system, not as more Grak ships are disabled or destroyed. The survivors begin to retreat. This shocks the human crews, who expected the supposedly fierce aliens to fight to the death. But Dr. Chun, monitoring communications from her mobile command ship, explains what they're hearing. They're scared, she reports to Admiral Martinez. The Grak are calling us demons and impossible warriors. They've never seen ships repair themselves during battle, or crews that keep fighting when they should be dead. With the orbital defenses cleared, the Liberation fleet begins the most dangerous part of their mission, landing on the planet to free the enslaved. Keth, the surface is controlled by Grak ground forces equipped with heavy armor and weapons designed to crush any rebellion. General Park leads the ground assault with 5,000 human Marines. As their ships land near the largest slave facility, they face their first direct combat with Grak warriors. The aliens are even more impressive on the ground than in space. Standing nearly 3 meters tall and covered in natural armor plating, they look unstoppable. Their weapons fire energy bolts that can melt through steel dot, but the human Marines adapt quickly to the new enemy. They use the planet's rugged terrain to their advantage, setting up ambushes and hit-and-run attacks that prevent the Grak from using their size advantage. Human endurance allows them to keep fighting long after the heavy Grak warriors begin to tire. The most shocking moment comes when a Grak commander challenges General Park to single combat, confident that no alien could stand against a Grak warrior in personal battle. Park accepts, and the two face each other in the ruins of a Keth city. The fight is brutal but brief. The Grak warrior is stronger and better armed, but Park is faster and more flexible, using combat techniques developed on Earth's harsh surface. She defeats the alien commander in front of his own troops. The psychological impact is enormous. Grak forces across the planet begin to surrender or flee. They've never seen one of their champions defeated in fair combat. As human and Keth forces secure the planet, freed slaves emerge from factories and mines. Millions of Keth see sunlight for the first time in years, and they look upon their human liberators as heroes from legend. The first victory is complete, but both species know this is just the beginning of a much larger war. 6 months after the liberation of Keth Prime, the galaxy has changed forever. News of humanity's victory spreads quickly through secret communication networks maintained by enslaved species across the Grak Empire. The Human Keth Alliance has grown into something much larger. Representatives from dozens of oppressed worlds arrive at Earth, seeking help from the species that defeated the supposedly unbeatable Grak warriors. Each alien delegation brings unique technologies and knowledge, but all share the same desperate hope for freedom. Admiral Martinez finds herself commanding not just a fleet, but an alliance of 20 different species. The diversity is amazing. Some aliens are tiny crystalline beings who communicate through light patterns. Others are massive creatures who evolved in the deep oceans of water worlds. But all have been victims of Grak aggression. The Alliance faces new challenges as it grows. Dr. Chun works with alien healers to develop medical techniques that can help different species fight together. Engineer Rodriguez leads teams combining technologies from multiple civilizations, creating ships and weapons unlike anything the galaxy has ever seen. On Earth, the impact of First Contact has transformed human society. The revelation that humanity is uniquely suited for combat in the galactic community has given the species a new sense of purpose. Young people volunteer for military service in record numbers, eager to help free oppressed aliens across the stars. But the war has also taken its toll. Captain Mike Foster was killed leading an assault on a heavily defended Grak fortress world. His daughter Sarah now commands his old ship, carrying on his mission to protect innocent beings from imperial tyranny. The Grak Empire has not remained passive during humanity's rise. Grak High Command, led by War Chief Thok, has begun adapting their tactics to fight these dangerous new enemies. They've developed new weapons designed specifically to kill humans and have started recruiting other aggressive species as allies. Asterisk. The conflict reaches its climax at the Battle of Nexus Station, a massive space facility that serves as the hub of the Grak Empire's military operations. The station is defended by the largest Grak fleet ever assembled, over 500 warships. Commanded by Thok himself, the Liberation Alliance brings 200 ships to the battle, but they're outnumbered and outgunned. The fate of the galaxy's peaceful species hangs in the balance as the two fleets meet in the void. Between stars, the battle is unlike anything seen before in galactic history. Grak ships pour devastating firepower into the Alliance fleet, while human commanders use tactics that seem impossible to their alien enemies. Ships fight while badly damaged, crews repair critical systems during combat, and Marines board enemy vessels to capture them from within. Captain Sarah Foster leads a desperate assault on Nexus Station itself. Her ship, the EDS Freedom's Revenge, rams through the station's defenses with half its systems failing and most of its crew wounded. In the station's command center, she faces War Chief Thok in personal combat. The fight between Sarah and Thok becomes legendary throughout the galaxy. The massive Grak warrior has strength and armor, but the human officer has speed, determination, and something the alien has never encountered: the absolute refusal to give up that characterizes her species. Sarah's victory breaks the Grak resistance. With their greatest war chief defeated and Nexus Station captured, the Empire's remaining forces scatter across the galaxy. Some Grak commanders surrender, others flee to distant systems, but their age of terror is over. The aftermath of the war reshapes galactic civilization. The Grak Empire fragments into dozens of smaller states, many of which ask to join the new Galactic Liberation Alliance. Former slave worlds become independent again, their populations free to rebuild their cultures and civilizations. Humanity finds itself in a position they never expected: the military protectors of galactic peace. Human ships patrol trade routes, human marines stand guard on former slave worlds, and human diplomats help negotiate treaties between species that have been enemies for generations. Captain Vex, now serving as the Keth representative to the Alliance Council, often reflects on the message he sent into space so long ago. His desperate SOS reached a species that not only saved his people, but transformed the entire galaxy. The story ends with a new SOS signal being received. Earth, another cry for help from somewhere beyond the former Grak Empire. Admiral Martinez, now commanding the Alliance fleet, gives the same order that started humanity's galactic adventure. "We're going," she tells her mixed crew of humans and aliens. Someone needs help, and that's what we do. As the Liberation fleet heads into unexplored space, both humans and their alien allies know that their greatest adventures are still ahead of them. The galaxy is vast, full of wonders and dangers, but it's no longer a place where the strong can prey on the weak without consequences. The Deathworlders have made sure of that.